What up, what up, what up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, thank you all for your continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, do yourself a favor, do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. You don't gotta pay much. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. I just crossed over the 700 subscribers. I think I'm at about 703 or 704. So let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it growing. Let's keep it flowing. Subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once your boy drops some content, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy has dropped some content on the channel. Like the video, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. I'm gonna sit back for this one. I actually like this format here. What y'all think? Do y'all think that I should do this more often? Y'all think I should do it like this more often or do it the old-fashioned way? Let me know in the comments or whatever, right? But this video here, the Commissioner Cup took place a few days ago. Congrats are in order to the Indiana Fever. Yes, the Indiana Fever. I would say, I'm not going to say they did the unthinkable, but they convincingly beat the Minnesota Lynx 74-59 in the Commissioner Cup. I'm going to say some stuff that I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers, but I can only speak on what I witnessed. I can only give my assessment. I can only give my honest opinion. But I'll get to that later. I just want to speak on the game first at itself. And I want to say, again, congratulations to the Indiana Fever, because for them to put on a defensive clinic like they did against the Minnesota Lynx. Now, again, this is the best team in the WNBA. This was the best team in the WNBA, and they held them to 59 points. That was the worst performance for the Minnesota Lynx to start this young season. And they waited to the Commissioner Cup to do it. Natashahoward, who was the Commissioner Cup MVP, I think she had what? Let's see how many points Natashahoward had. Because, listen, your boy is tired from work. I wasn't even going to do this, but I figured why not? You know what I'm saying? I got to keep the content going. And somebody in the comments from one of my last videos, in fact, I'm going to shout that person out right now while we at it. My last video that I did, which was the All-Star breakdown. What's his name? Because I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss the person. I definitely want to shout him out. 9 Fox Foundation NFF. I don't know what the name means, but shout out to, I don't know who it is. It might be a guy. It might be a female. Whoever it is, I'm shouting them out. I am looking forward to your video about the Commissioner's Cup. Amazing content as always. So I appreciate the feedback. So I probably wasn't going to do this, but after seeing that, I said, you know what? Why not do it, right? So, again, shout out to you. But back to this game. And Natasha Howard had 16 points and 12 rebounds. Now, she didn't shoot well from the field. 4 for 10, right? So, I mean, that's 40% from the field, but still, when you think 4 for 10, that's not good, right? The defense that she did against Napheesacollier, who we all view is probably going to be the MVP this year, right? Barring no crazy injury, the job that she did on Napheesacollier, forcing her to only have 12 points, and she shot horrible from the field. She made Napheesa take tough shots, and obviously she didn't make them, hence to why she didn't shoot that well from the field. 6 for 18, right? She had a little scuff. She had a little exchange with Aliyahboston. They got a little physical, down there in that paint. Listen. I love to see Aliyahboston put her body to use because she has it. She has the body. She has a little thickness to her in a good way. Put them hips to use and use that stuff to your advantage, and that's exactly what she did. Now, it might have gotten to a little exchange with Napheesacollier, and I actually love this side of Aliyahboston. Listen, she did well in this game as well. I mean, Natasha Howard, Aliyahboston, Kelseymitchell, McDonald, Sophie Cunningham, they all played a serious role as into why the Indiana Fever won this game. They played a big role into why they won this game. Minnesota, I don't know what it was. I'm not going to be one of these people. Like, I've seen videos on TikTok. You got those conspiracy theorists that say, oh, they threw the game. They not worried about the Commissioner's Cup. They focused on they focused on the WNBA finals and stuff like that. Listen. In some cases, you just can't make excuses. Sometimes you just gotta, give credit to the better team. The better team won. Okay? Now, granted, the Lynx started the game off on a good run, which they did. In that first quarter, they had a good run. Second quarter came around, Indiana cranked it up. They ended the second quarter on an 18-0 run, took the lead at halftime, and didn't look back. So you got to give credit where it's due, right? Now, I get it. The sexy thing is to, try to have your third eye and be a conspiracy theorist and all that good stuff. No, the better team won, okay? Because for me, if Napheesacollier is shooting that way and she only has 12 points, chances are you're not going to win the game. Kayla McBride didn't play well, right? She only had 7 points. She only took, 7, 8 shots? So, from that aspect, when you're looking at the numbers, I can see why people would say that, oh, they threw the game. But no, the better team won. Again, their stars didn't shoot well. Napheesa didn't shoot well. K-Mac didn't shoot well. Courtney Williams, what was she, 4 for 12, 4 for 14? She didn't shoot well. If you don't shoot well, you're not going to win, okay? And again, the Indiana Fever, their defense, they put the clamps on Minnesota. This was by far their best defensive game all season long. And you got to give credit where it's due. You just have to. I know it's not the sexy thing to do, but you got to give credit where it's due. But now, it's time to ruffle some feathers. If you noticed, in my close to 10 minutes doing this, there was a name I didn't mention. There was a player I did not mention. and that would be Caitlin Clark. And the reason I didn't mention her, I'm going to mention her now, is because she didn't play. She didn't play. We didn't find out till a few hours before tip-off that she wasn't going to play. Now, this is just my opinion. Now, listen, I know there's going to be some people that watch this and probably agree with what I'm going to say. There's going to be some out there that watch this and say I'm hating. I'm not going to keep getting on here justifying y'all. I've said plenty of times that I love Caitlin Clark. But what I have to do is I have to be objective. In the words of my man Star from the Star Report, this is right here is the objective perspective. I have to give my honest opinion. I have to be objective, right? Is it just me? Or did the Indiana Fever last night play better without Caitlin Clark? I'm going to say that again. Is it just me? Or did the Indiana Fever play better without Caitlin Clark last night? She's a fantastic player. But there is some things that she do that handicaps this team. Those logo threes, when you're not making them, cripples that team. Her lack of defense cripples that team. Her being one-dimensional. Now, granted, yes, she can facilitate the ball out the ass. Her and Aliyahboston, but that pick and roll, I love the dynamic between them. But we're not going to sit here in front that there are certain parts of her game that cripples that team. And we didn't get any of that last night. And again, look who they did this against. They didn't do this against the Dallas Wings. They didn't do this against the Connecticut Sun. They didn't do this against the LA Sparks. They did this against the best team in all of the WNBA right now, and that would be the Minnesota Lynx. And it just so happened their best player didn't play. And this was the type of performance that they played. And I don't know, like watching the team celebrate afterwards, especially Stephanie White. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but did she not feel like a sense of relief while she was celebrating? Like, that was the happiest I've seen her this whole season. This was the happiest I've seen her this whole season. Could it be because their star player wasn't there? And maybe because, if we lose this game, they're going to be blaming me for it. Now, maybe if they would have lost this game and again, let's say Indiana didn't win this game. They probably still wouldn't have came for her head because Caitlin didn't play. But let's say Caitlin would have played and they would have lost. I'm sure them Clarkies would have been coming for Stephanie White's head. So maybe with her feeling like a sigh of relief that Caitlin didn't play and they won, a little monkey off her back to say the least. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out a lot when Caitlin Clark comes back. Now, again, for right now, there's no timetable for when she's coming back. I know their next game is, I think today, tomorrow, against the Aces, which I'll be watching because it's on Prime Video. I'll be at work, but I'll be watching it. But yeah, that was just my assessment watching that game. Indiana, for me, plays a little better without her. Now, obviously, there's going to be some people that don't like that, but it is what it is. But their celebration in the locker room, I ain't going to lie, I enjoyed it. They definitely had a good time. Caitlyn was a part of the festivities. You know, she was, doing the, champagne showers and stuff like that. Sophie Cunningham was doing twerks, on the, in the video, which I don't understand why, because nothing was shaking, but that's neither here nor there. Stephanie Colston did a little dry hump to Caitlin Clark real quick that I found very funny, that Caitlin was like, whoa, bro, chill. But there was something else that Caitlin said in that clip that I found to be very interesting. And you can hear her out loud say it too. She basically said that the WNBA is pissed. Like, the girls in the WNBA is pissed that the Indiana Fever won this Commissioner's Cup. Well, Aliyahboston said that. Caitlin Clark was basically saying that how the girls, they're probably mad that they won. And then Aliyahboston was doing her bow, 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 and she was like, they pissed off. Well, I tell you this. Granted, it's the Commissioner's Cup, right? But hey, y'all did win something along the way. Y'all got some extra money. Y'all got some extra money with this win. That's what happens when you win the Commissioner's Cup. So I'm happy for them from that aspect, right? Like, they got their money. They got an extra, they got an extra bag. But I will say this, though, to Indiana. Now, I'm not superstitious. But I will say this. In the past 2 years, the team that won the Commissioner Cup didn't win the championship. The last 2 years, the team that won the Commissioner's Cup did not win the WNBA championship. In fact, I'll take it a step further. Not only did they not win the WNBA championship, they lost to the team that they beat in the Commissioner's Cup. In 2023, the Liberty beat the Aces. In 2023, the Aces beat them in the WNBA Finals. I was there for Game 4. I was there for Game 4 with my pops and Barclays when they closed it out. Last year, the Minnesota Lynx beat the New York Liberty in the Commissioner's Cup. What happened in the finals? Hook or crook, because again, you have some people out there that believe that Minnesota was robbed. The Liberty won the WNBA Finals. We now fast forward to this year. The Indiana Fever beat the Minnesota Lynx. Now, is there going to be some people out there that be superstitious and say, the fix is in. It's going to be Minnesota and Indiana in the finals, and Minnesota's going to win. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. In my honest opinion, I think one of these teams is not going to make the finals. And honestly, I don't think it's Indiana. I could be wrong. But again, the Commissioner Cup is good. Congratulations to them. I don't want to rain on their parade. But Commissioner Cup to me is like the end season shit for the NBA. The only difference is y'all get more money. Something that y'all need. So off that alone, I'm happy for y'all. But again, congratulations to the Indiana Fever for winning the Commissioner's Cup. Shout out to Natashahoward for winning the MVP. But yeah, that's all I want to speak on. Like, I'm not gonna dive on this too much. I think I've spent enough time on it, almost 20 minutes. So, besides, I need to watch my soaps before I hit the sack. Yes, your boy watched soaps. I watched The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. You know what I mean? For sentimental reasons. Because of my grandmother. God bless her soul. But it's a wrap for this video. But once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. Help your boy grow the channel. like I keep saying, keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. I'm going to have to trademark that shit, but we're going to get to that another time. But again, hit that notification bell as well, so that way once a video is released, you will get an alert letting you know that your boy dropped. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video if you want. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.